I think this should work for the first time. Um, Here, I want to actually change this to... think we should be good on everything. Hello, hello. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see me. I think I fixed everything from last time. So maybe I think it's all good now. If it is not all good right now, then please let me know. Figured I'd just do a short little stream, you know, for tonight or today, I guess. Lobby. Okay. Don't know if anyone's here. Yo, what's up, Izo? What's up, Varian? Thank you guys for being here. Let me tweet real quick that I'm going live. We're just gonna be playing Celebi today. I just wanted to play some Celebi. Actually, I don't even want to tweet. I think we'll just chill. No tweet, nothing. Just no, let's tweet. I think it's probably in my best interest to tweet. Let's show off my. Let me see Wonder Picks first and stuff. No, I got anything spicy for me? No, pretty basic. Nothing crazy. Okay. Okay, let's tweet this out, and we are good to go. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's go ahead and show the deck off while we're getting set up. I guess there's no audio, right? Like, what do I do with the audio for this? I don't have audio on my phone, so I guess we'll just chill and talk. You know, it's a vibe. So here's kind of the list I've been using. Pretty standard, I want to say. I have a Delmise in the extra slot. I think double X speed's really good. I don't think you need 2 Erica because I feel like you don't really need to keep your guy alive that much. I feel like it's just more important to blow up the board. And then we have the Pokeballs, the X speeds, all that good stuff. Give everyone a second. We'll jump into games. Yeah, chill background music. I could do that. Let me pull up a chill step or something. Glitch. Just something chill in the background. Make sure it's not too loud. How's that for volume? Not too bad, everyone? Obviously, if it's too loud, I can adjust it. Let's fix that as we're going. Yeah, I figured I'd do a little bit of, like an hour or so of Pocket before I go to the gym and do other stuff. What's up, Cora? Turn on volume just a tad. Okay. How's that? How we sounding on that? Not too bad? Okay, I just wanted to play some Pocket. I guess like the Pikachu deck I'm also working on is kind of broken, but because I just wanted to put the Dedennes in. I feel like Dedenne is just a really good card, and you can like stall for a lot of time with the Dedenne while you're setting up your board, and then you get all the broken items still, and the deck is still like pretty strong into like everything. I wanted to adjust this because I mean like I guess Wigglytuff isn't good anymore into this, but today we're just gonna do Celebi. We're just gonna do some Celebi games. We're gonna vibe. And hang out. Are you guys playing Pocket? Let me know in the chat. We're just gonna vibe, play some Celebi. I was just gonna play anyway a little bit before I go to the gym. Because if I go at this hour, it's gonna be pretty busy, and work kind of wrapped up, and I don't have a ton of responsibilities right now. The holiday season's like kind of chill, you know, family, whatever. So I was just like, you know, let's play some Pocket with everyone. I know this is not what you guys are used to. I guess you guys expect Pokemon Live out of me. And maybe I'll do some live streams coming up here soon. Oh my god, that's a lot of Pokemon. I'm going first. I think I'm just going to lead Delmise. Makes it easier to just, like, not move, but, like, I can just let the Delmise die. It's kind of a messed up thing to say, but what up, Chaos? Hope you guys are having a good day. Pretty simple turn from me here. Just put the guys down and pass it over. Yeah, I figured out how to fix the... It took me, like, a whole day to figure out how to fix the restreaming thing. I feel like it shouldn't have been nearly as hard. But I wanted to get this online just in case I decide to... So this weekend is our first major with the mini set. Prismatic Evolution Terrestrial Fest, or whatever you want to call it, in Japan. And so this tournament this weekend is Osaka Champions League. And so I was considering maybe I'll stream a little bit of it, see how it feels. That's a pretty bad top deck. Doesn't really do anything for us here. Let me just swing. We have 2 dead cards too now because Pokeball doesn't really do much besides pull a Celebi out at this point. I don't really want to load up the Delmise either. I think we're going to start loading up the Celebi unless we top deck. I don't know. Like getting a Servine would be super nice off the top, or Oak here. But I might stream Champions League Osaka this weekend. Where if you guys have been paying attention to Japanese results, I know other YouTubers have been covering it, stuff of that nature. Over like 40% or 50% of the decks have Badoo in them, so it'll be really interesting to see how Badoo fares in the meta, basically. Like, what is Badoo going to do? How's it going to affect the metagame? How will players come up with counters? And it's a very good look at what's going to be our EUIC format. So it's going to be nice to... So I go back to 30. If I heal 20, I get to live one more turn? Yeah, let's do that. I think Azul will probably end up streaming it as well. So that's my one thing, where it's like if Azul's streaming it, then it probably doesn't really make sense for me to stream it. But I would like to do it anyway, if I can. Like if everything is permitted with my time frame, I think I will just jump on, do a more chill stream, and it won't be like anything crazy. It'll just be like us chill vibes, just some talking, some yapping, and I won't like put any pressure on myself or anything. It'll just be until I want to leave. Okay, so my logic also is that like with decks like Badoo in the format, you introduce variants. We're missing the middle guy. The middle guy is the big key player here that we need. I don't want to die with poison going back into his turn, so I'm going to have to X speed out and just flip some coins here. So I think what's going to end up happening, like my hypothesis is like Gardevoir and Dragapult decks will like run the top tables, just because with Badoo, these decks now get the agency to really, okay, one tails immediately, sick, get to do whatever they want. And so with these top decks being able to do whatever they want, you kind of build this dynamic of decks now have to counter them in some capacity. Like Regidrago gets a lot worse because if you have to go second and get Badooed immediately, you can't use E-Switch, you can't use Vessel, you can't use Ultra Ball. Like all these cards that Regidrago needs to set up, you can't do anymore. All these cards that Raging Bolt needs to set up, you can't do anymore. So depending on which decks are using Badoo, it can just make the game pretty difficult to play, I think. That's such a sad red card because we just needed Servines. But if we get any Servines off this, I'll be very there's Servine. But we're gonna get poison here, which is kind of annoying. No Superior on the drawback, which is fine. I don't know. I wouldn't have red carded there just because you already know that my hand is kind of dead. But I think it's going to be hard for Charizard to do it in the iteration that it is, because if you don't play a lot of the stage 1s now, you can get Badoo locked out of the game by like these bigger decks. But if you play like Evozard, maybe something like cute like that, like an Evozard style deck, or you play like Grandtree, I think that could be really good. Okay, so we got the Servine, so that's a start. And we are like building a hand, I'll just potion this now just in case. And we have another Celebi in case this one goes down. We just would like a triple heads here. So we got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. All right, just ask and you shall receive. Pop the Wheezing. One of the big commitments off the board gone. If there's another Wheezing, it's going to be a little annoying. Now we're looking for like a top deck Oak or a top deck Superior. We used both our X speeds, right? No, we have 1 left. Okay. So having 1 X speed left still makes it so we can set up a second Celebi, which will be nice. I'm just gonna go with Snivy, I think. Okay. Pretty bad top decks. But okay, that's kind of weird that he did that, because now we can just do this, get back into... What are the odds that if I do the Sabrina, the opposing person will just give us something to explode? I mean, I think maybe we just hold the Sabrina for the Mew, because the Mew would need stuff. Do I have a sequencing video for like TCG in general? I do not. I could make one just like explaining sequencing. Like maybe I'll spend some time editing a video explaining sequencing over break. I'm home for like a good bit. I mean, I'm gonna leave for New Year's for a little bit to see some family. On a charger. What's up, Zach? I guess I should put it on a charger. I can move. So I don't have a real charger. I'm fake. I have the little like mat, charging mat, so I'll just move it. I guess I could make a video on like sequencing in Pokemon, like basic sequencing. It's one of those, like, if you guys have like a list of topics that are like beginner friendly, important, please don't hit 2 heads. Please don't hit 2 heads, man. Just please don't hit 2 heads. Okay. Oh, thank God. All good. Crisis averted. And now we just go for the Sabrina game, like straight up. Okay, nice. There's no shot we lose from here, right? There's no shot. Yeah, Lugia player plays flip cards. That should have been my title. What's up, Alex? Also, Zach, Birmingham did not fill up, so I could still come. It's just randomly really expensive. Boom. Later, alligator. I guess, I don't know, like sequencing. Sequencing is one of those things where it's like, I need to think about how I would make a video. I would like think about it, and if it's like doable, I'll do it. Yeah, Birmingham's also my birthday, so I don't know if I want to go. Like the Saturday of Birmingham is my birthday. And spending my birthday in a cold place in the UK seems kind of miserable, but I'll think about it. And also I think we're like pretty close to the tournament time, so flights are a little expensive. I also have to book my UIC flight. I have like a list of stuff I gotta do, and I just have not done any of it. It's been like, I came home, I did like my unpacking, I did some stuff, and then I slept like literally all day, which was nice, which was good. Good sleep. Okay, we're up against the best deck in the room, Mew. Actually, I don't know if Mewtwo's better than this now. I feel like it's got to be close. Yeah, like Mystical Slab makes this deck quite good, I think, just because you can almost always guarantee that you're finding your, like, you're digging deeper for your Curlias and pieces. Scenario base, like 5 scenarios explain one sequence is better than the other. I'd have to like drop some spreadsheets and like do some math on that and get there. Yeah, honestly, yeah, staying home for more than a week is gonna be really nice. My game plan for Saturday, or like Friday/Saturday, is I bought a PC, so I'm going to have to put that together. 3 extra. I'll just attach here so I can evolve next turn and do smack. So what I'm gonna do is like probably build the PC, set it all up on Saturday, see how that Friday night into Saturday, see how that goes. And if everything goes well, I'll go to a cup on Sunday. But that's pretty much my whole like weekend. You do have to get better just by playing, Landon, but it's also like you have to play with purpose. So if you keep playing and make the same mistakes over and over, you just don't understand what you're doing with sequencing. Like there's tons of players who've been playing for a long time that'll still miss-sequence pretty big events where you're just like sequencing is just maximizing your odds of drawing into something effectively. So it's just doing things in a certain order. And, so, and for a few things, the order doesn't matter, but there are times where the order will matter quite a bit. So it's just like, can we get to that position where the order matters and use that effectively? Okay, I need a Celebi here, which I think it would be really tragic if I got a Snivy. Okay, Celebi was good here. So I can energy whip for quite a bit of damage now. A potion would have also really been nice there. Like if I could top deck like a potion or something. We're gonna get some big damage out here with the whip. My opponent's missing their Curlias, which is just like putting me really far ahead. Like if they had Curlia, I would be on a clock for sure. Because then I would have to basically like flip double heads to knock out this Mewtwo. Or quadruple heads basically. But now I'm not really on a clock. I also think I figured out how to like fix the streaming issue. I think if I make an event on YouTube, it circumvents the fact that this is gonna try to make a stream of its own. So at that point, I can just boot up this and hit the button to stream, and it should just work. So I think I have to make an event ahead of time. I need 2 heads. Come on, there's no shot I don't get 2 heads. Oh, wow. I lose with the Curlia top deck here, I'm pretty sure. Curlia into Gardevoir top deck, I lose. I lose the game now. Because they can go attach to the back, evolve Curlia. No! Why did I say it? Oh no. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. I have double X speed, so this actually doesn't matter. I actually might not lose now. No, I still lose. I still lose. Because Gardevoir blows me up no matter what I do. But if I top deck Snivy, actually, I can go double X speed into Snivy. And kill with a little guy. And then I don't have to use my Celebi this turn. What's up, Andre? No, that wasn't Celebi. Okay. So now we actually effectively lose, I think. Because even though we get the retreat off here, if he has Gardevoir, which he like almost certainly has in this massive hand, I can't really do anything about it. 4 cards were in deck, and we had a good shot to get a Snivy to just poke for baby damage. Okay, we got the kill this time. I don't need all these heads now. I needed 2 heads out of... I needed a 50-50 last turn. Kind of ridiculous. Do I have a job, Jordan? I do. I have a software engineer by day. I just clocked out about an hour ago. Don't really have a lot to do today. I have some responsibilities, not a ton of responsibilities today. So I figured I would stream for a little bit. I was going to play anyway, like on my phone. So I figured I would stream for like an hour Pocket. And then go to the gym. And then come back home and do some other stuff. I know Pocket's also not my like normal stream game or whatever. Like normally it's normally I do PTCG Live and PTCGO or whatever you want to call it. But I figured this would be like a little bit of fun to do for a couple days while I'm like doing other stuff. I don't know. Okay, he doesn't have a Gardevoir. That's crazy. That's actually crazy behavior. We actually could just win this. I could have Sabrinaed. I should have Sabrinaed. If my arrogance punishes me here and I don't get 3 heads, this is on me, guys. 1. Oh, thank God. 24-hour regional stream. Someone, Alex Hill sent me a video of like a magic tournament where they like recorded like the entire process and had like a stream going. But yeah, um, could be interesting. Could be interesting. Yeah, I got my undergrad. I did in-person schooling. You probably want to go in person. It's like a pretty heavy curriculum, so like learning a lot of stuff. It's like being there in person. It helps quite a bit. Using professors, like asking for help, all that stuff. It's quite useful. I gotta vlog more. I need to just record more, man. My phone's just always dying. I can't buy like a new phone and a new computer and a new PC all in one go. That's like way too much money. However, I did buy all the parts for the PC, so I will be building that this weekend. So I'm pretty excited for that. And then I'm gonna have to book flights to UIC and Vancouver probably, so I will lose more money there as well. Dude, I was looking at flights to Puerto Rico, SPE, because I was like, maybe I go the week before UIC because it seems fun. And the weather's probably gonna be pretty good. It's quite expensive. Those aren't my Ultra Balls, Jordan. They're actually Zach, who's in the chats. They're his Ultra Balls and his brothers. Zach is actually a world champion in the senior division, and his brother is a 2-time regional champion in the Masters division. And so while they were playing, they used those Ultra Balls, but they don't really play with bling that much anymore. So I just was like, yo, let me use these while you guys aren't playing. And so I've been using them. Basically, I stole them. Indefinitely borrowed. They like went to Will Jenkins, which then made their way to me. So that's the story of the Ultra Balls. They made their way around the block. See, this way now I can just poke for 20 while loading up a Celebi. That's why I like this card. I can like poke for 20. Do damage. Yeah, borrowed it definitely. Like, you gotta start cooking up your league cups and get your league cup finishes. I was trying to coordinate Sunday with people in my local area, like, because we have 3 cups on Sunday, and I was like, who's going where? And 2 of the cups are capped at 16, which is crazy to me also. Like, that's true. Yeah, once you spiked Birmingham, it's over. But two of the cups I'm going to are capped at 16 across all divisions, which is like kind of ridiculous. Like, a 16-person cap is like heinous. One of the stores I have been to though, and it's like tiny. It's really small, so it's like understandably. So what is a software engineer about? To put in layman's terms, basically I look at code, or I code. I just code. You know, depending on what you want to do with the profession, you can do anything. So like for me, I code on user interface. So we're basically building a newer user interface to make it easier for people to understand kind of what's going on and how to use it applicably. So it's one of those things where it's just like, we're just like a website. Like, we're basically designing a website is like what my company is doing from scratch. So everything we do is code and go from there. Yeah. That's like, I guess like the best way to put it in layman's terms. Captain 60, yeah, like, one of them, I think he's at a mall food court, and they were supposed to have it 2 weeks ago, but it got postponed, because that's usually the one I go to, because it's like really close to my house, but they like pinged while I was like traveling, and they were like, hey, we're delaying the cup by 2 weeks because, I don't even remember what the reason was, but I was like, I could go to this cup now. And I DM'd them and I was like, yo, do you guys still have spots for pre-reg? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, you know, fair enough. And then the new one I'm going to, I've not been to this store before, but when I went to go buy my ticket for pre-reg, so if a store usually has pre-reg, it's probably like in your best interest to like buy the ticket online if you can. I went to go buy a ticket, and it was like on a pharmaceutical website, and I was like, why am I on a pharma website? Like, what's going on here? And so I ended up on a pharma website, like looking for like 20 minutes, figuring out how to buy my like pre-reg form, which I did. I bought it eventually. I found it. And so yeah, this cup is $10. I've never heard anything bad about it. Should be fine. But the last cup is like an hour and like 15 minutes away, so I'm just not gonna go to that one. This one is like 35 minutes, which is like, I think, reasonable. I think 35 minutes is like a super reasonable like distance to go for a cup. I will like barely go above an hour one way. I think if where I am like right now, because in the rankings I'm number 1 North America. I am pretty comfortable for I think the year. Like I don't have to worry about the season anymore. But I'd like to get number 1 at the end of the year potentially. And I think like I don't really care about stipend itself, but I think that the priority registration is like pretty important. Yeah, I think it depends on the store, right? Like I know Toronto has like pretty big stores and a pretty big scene. We have a couple stores that clear big numbers as well. But for the most part, like with cups, there's always these like newer cups that are like popping up here and there always, right? Like new stores. And that kind of stuff. Why do you need more points if you're number 1? Well, I would like to stay number 1, for one. And the second thing is I have 2 open finishes for cups. And so each individual quarter in the Pokemon TCG, there are something called travel awards and stipends. So the top 4 players in each region are awarded a travel award to go to the next international, which is either $3,500 or $5,000 if you're under 18, or if it's in region, $2,500 and $3,500 respectively. And if you're in the top 16 for the quarter, which is 5th through 16th, you get $1,000. And then if you're 17th through 32, you get priority registration, which is the most important thing. Like getting priority registration, I think, is the most important thing, because these international events are getting bigger and bigger. They're selling out faster and faster. And it's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to be the guy who had to sit at home because you missed registration. So, and prior reg means like 3 days before you just get to sign up and chill. Don't even have to think about it, you're vibing. Festival is still viable, not with any Dragapult deck in the format. Like I think with Dragapult decks in the format, it makes it really hard. Maybe with Badoo coming out, you could play like a Badoo engine and like play like Badoo Festival lead, set up your board, and then like maybe like Trolley Festival lead Badoo, and then go from there. But any Dragapult based deck is just really impossible to deal with, even if you play like Rabsco or something. Like it's really hard. How do I prepare for tournaments? Testing, just reading the meta, playing a lot of Pokemon, like just playing in general will help. Right now I'm like on a slight hiatus because this format has been pretty long. But I will like play some live or something one of these nights on stream. You know how scholarship works? Same thing, I think. I don't know exactly what you have to show for scholarship. But like I'm not entirely, I'm gonna say no. I don't know how scholarships work. I know that you are awarded a certain amount of money. I don't know how you are paid it out or how it's given to you. But I'm not fully aware of how the scholarship process itself works. I don't think my channel's at like that level yet, Jordan. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I don't think we're a channel that's. I'm not like, I don't have the setup for it. VGC, it's a lot easier to storytell as well because you can record your games, and you can go from there. Zach in the chat says that if you have proof of tuition or equivalent, then you'll be fine with scholarship stuff, and they'll give it to you like cash, or like a. Yeah, probably like to same payout process. I'm assuming like the same app or whatever we do. No, I right now I'm chilling with my content. I think it's like in a good place. Like I said, my next step is to improve my setup, improve my idea of what I want to do with content, and then like kind of I don't know, keep pushing with what I do. Pocket's just like a side thing. Like I'm not gonna do a ton of Pocket content. If I actually do Pocket actively, it'll probably be on a second channel. It probably won't be on the main. Here we're gonna stick to like tournament reports, vlogs. I'll maybe start doing some deck profiles for fun decks. It's like something I've kind of stayed away from because I don't really like doing deck profiles. Yeah. Like I don't really like doing deck profiles a lot because it feels kind of disingenuous and like lazy content in general. So I like to stay away from that stuff if I can. We're just gonna hit it here. We're just goated like this. We just lose though if he hits 1 on the next one. So I've already lost this game. This is really adding insult. This is really adding insult to injury here. So getting good at Pokemon is like an incline, right? Like when you're learning a lot really quickly, and you have to put a lot of time in early, I think, to catch up to where people are. There's a lot of people who've been playing for a long time, and skills transfer over time. And then once you hit like the top, then it's like kind of marginal how much you have to actually practice. Like, and then there's like huge skill gap to like the Zool Tord, for example. But like, you have to actually, I think, put a lot of time in early when you're playing, to like learn a lot of things. Like you will be learning a lot pretty quickly, and the moment you think like a lot of your losses are just unlucky, or like you're not making mistakes or whatever, that's kind of when you're going to start plateauing as a player. If Pocket 20s start paying out money, we're going to start going to some Pocket 20s and playing, or like online 20s. I feel like Pocket will have a pretty good I think they already have a pretty good online scene, because RC Day does those tournaments on Limitless. Like maybe I should have been playing one of those tonight. I actually just don't know when they start, and I would like to go to the gym in like 20-30 minutes. So it's like I want to do a low commitment, just vibes, Celebi and chill stream, just a vibes for a couple hours, like an hour, and then go. Was my logic. But yeah, that's kind of that. If everything works as intended, the Osaka stream, I think. Let me pull it up. When it's supposed to start. Let me do this real quick. I gotta just start benching shit because of red card. Let me see. Live 12:20, 7:45 p.m., which is 2 days. I'll turn on notifications for that. But if I have like time for it, I think like okay. The problem is I'm gonna set up my PC, so even if it's set up for day one, my stream just might not be set up for day two. But I think I will try to have the ball rolling for all of this, and then we'll be able to stream some Osaka. But thoughts on Terrapagos Chorus? I mean, like it's a good card. It's just I just wouldn't play anything that has the word Chorus in it. While Regidrago is the #1 deck by far in the format. Like I don't know why I would take a loss to Regidrago when all the best players are playing it. Like obviously everyone's goals are different, but mine are to win the tournament. So if I'm going to try to win the tournament, I can't take a loss to the best deck in the room, which is why I consistently keep playing Lugia, because I think Lugia is one of the few decks that has a really good matchup into Regidrago, and also the rest of the field equivalently. Oh, that gold Mew just absolutely broke my phone for a second there. I keep like having mid hands. Like where are my Oaks? Where are my Servines? Like why do I keep having 6x speeds and potions in my hand? Like this cannot be like 3 games in a row. This guy just got the Curlia like that. I guess he's got a slab, and the slab just like lets him go through his deck pretty quickly. Nice, dude. A top deck potion. That's exactly what I wanted. On the bright side, I think like he's loading up the wrong target. I think he should have been putting energy on Mewtwo and just smack me for 50 here and force me to use like a healing card. I mean, I did have a healing card, but like, yeah. I'm leaving that bench spot also open for another Celebi, because I think if I can get into a Servine engine here, I'm okay. Like I have literally 2 Servine and 2 Superior in deck out of my 9 cards still. I don't feel comfortable playing the Drago Mirror, and I have not put nearly as much time into the deck as other people. Like, for example, Isaiah Bradner, Grant Shen, Lucas Singh, Hedrick, Cal, like, all these players have been playing Drago since basically, like, day one. So it takes quite a big of a learning curve to catch up to those things. And while I've been traveling for the last 6 weeks, rather than playing Pokemon and testing, like, I didn't have any time to dedicatedly sit down and play games. I rather spent more time in each country exploring and doing things. So I would get to like Perth on like Friday. I would get to like Toronto on like Friday. And I've already been traveling for so long that my body was just so exhausted to test games that I just didn't want to. And so when those things, like the factor of all those things combined, just made me not want to play a deck that I'm not comfortable with, because I'm going to inherently make mistakes. Like I played Cloth on stream, And I made like a ton of mistakes. I feel like I made a lot of mistakes, and I kind of embarrassed myself up there. But luckily, the deck was so powerful inherently, like Cloth is, that I was able to win games. But that doesn't necessarily happen with a deck like Drago, where everything is so minute and so minuscule, where like you have to make pretty much a perfect game plan to not lose with Drago. Like Drago is just one of those decks where you have to like play really, really well. And I just didn't have the reps in. Yeah, I've been enjoying just like exploring whatever city I go to and just vibing for a little bit. So it's been fun. And then I mean, like I have a long break before San Antonio, so you could see me play Drago in San Antonio. I have like a month where I'm practicing Pokemon. I mean, like I'm going to be doing nothing Pokemon related really this next week besides watching Osaka. And even if I don't stream, by the way, the tournament guys, I will record like I did this year, top 8, top 4, finals, whatever, and I'm going to upload them onto the channel as well. So check those out if you will. My Celebi's dead. I'm actually just lost this game. I would appreciate it a ton if you guys were able to check it out and support those videos when they're out. But yeah, for the time being, I'm not like really pressed about like being the best at a certain dude. Where there's 2 Servine and a Celebi in my deck. This guy's gonna Vine Whip me. And I don't even know what I do. I'm in trouble. Do you think Cloth Pagos will be a good deck? Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's very strong still. It will obviously die with rotation because we lose a lot of good cards like Sealstone. I think Oranguru is like one of the things that keeps the game together, the deck together. So I am not going to Game Haven. I'll be at Check Us First, which might have sold out already, but I think it's better that everyone splits up. Dude, what is this? Like, it's just all right. I'm conceding this one. Oh, see, yeah, the new set Zach is just introduced Celebi, which is just like turbo broken, and so everyone's just flipping coins and trying out the new cards. It's new set syndrome. Give it a little bit and people will figure out how to beat this. I'm sure there's like a Blaine's fire deck that beats this for sure, and there may be events that come out that do something with this. You know, this will be our last game, and then I'll head out. No, I'm not a big fan of Executor. I understand why it's good. I just don't personally. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. Justin, I think it's better that everyone splits up for cups. Like I think Dean is going to Guild. I'm going to Check Us, and if you're going to Game Haven, that's probably fine. I think John will probably be at Game Haven. I think John said he might go to Game Haven, but I also think John is like gonna take a break from Pokemon for a little bit. If you have a top 8 at like Regs, like you're pretty much locked up your invite regardless of what happens. Like it's really hard to not get your invite after top 8 at regionals. I think if you just fill out your 5 finishes, not with like 40 pointers, but like if you fill it out with like 80s even. Like you're basically picking up like, I don't know, 600 something points from just that. And then if you go to like a couple cups and a couple challenges, you're just done. So I think it's pretty easy to wrap up your invite that way. I messaged Owen and Clifton to see if they're going anything, and they said they're going to vacation early. I think they're heading to like the Bahamas or something. So no Owen, no Clifton. I don't even know who's going to be here. I know Liam's home, Halliburton. So you might see Liam at Game Haven. Liam was on my flight home from Toronto. So you might see him. Nova people will go to Guild. I don't know who will go to Check Us. I'm hoping nobody goes to Check Us. And I just have a free like 3-round cup or something and I get out of there. In an ideal world, no top cut, nothing, just like 3 rounds. I play like some silly deck. I'm going to play a silly deck on Sunday. I don't know what it is, though. I haven't decided. And one of my friends is coming, too. And I know he's playing Thorns, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think he cares about winning the cup. So he's just there to, like, hang out. Because he lives, like, 5 minutes away. I would play Snorlax, but I'd let my Snorlax cards out, which is kind of a tragedy. Because I don't think anyone plays Lugia anymore in our area. And I think you have to be a pretty good you have to be a pretty good Drago player to like navigate that matchup. And yeah, I just don't think we have good Drago players in our area. I mean, I guess John, but John's on like hiatus. My phone's also breaking. This is the trouble of having an older phone. Today was just a test stream, guys, for Osaka. Just making sure everything works. I'm more than likely going to be streaming that. So it'll be good. Would I do that? Should be a fun stream, hopefully. Hopefully everyone comes by and we hang out and do some chill vibes. See you, Zach. I gotta look at tickets still. The UK 2 times in a month is diabolical. It's many people's worst nightmare. Two heads and we just blow this little Pidgey or this chat up. Nope, just one. It's all good. All G, all G. People definitely don't want to pull up for pocket. It's all good though. Okay, so that pub, there's like one pub that's like decent, and the problem is there is only like one pub that's decent. So like once you have exhausted that one pub, it's like there's like no real food. And also the problem is that dude, where I'm just not hitting Servines this game. I'm in a world of pain. I'm just gonna Sabrina around and see if he gives me like a Squirtle, or he's gonna give me the chat top, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go around it. This year there's like almost 4,100 TCG players, which means that VGC I think also has like 20 something or 2,000 something, which then means that Go also has a lot, and then Unite has a lot. So there's gonna be quite a bit of players. I just can't kill anything. I suck. There's gonna be a lot of people for those really limited amount of food that exists in that venue, and it's just going to be absolutely miserable. There's like a food in the venue itself, but it's not open, not during venue hours, so it's like, yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate. We started today flipping so many good coins, and now we're flipping all the bad coins. Then it'll be over. It'll be Jover for us. Thank you to everyone who swung by for this stream. I don't even know why you guys are here watching Pocket. Low-key. But I hope you're having fun, you know? Hope you're chilling. This guy is moving through his deck with the Mimic. I'm missing Snivy, I'm missing Servine, I'm missing everything. The worst part is we still have like dead cards that we don't want to see. Like I just need to see Servines and Superiors, and I win this game. Without a doubt in my mind. Wrong ordering, you know? It's it's the thought that counts, I guess. Let it rip. Wonderful. Wonderful. This chat dot did not. I mean, like, literally, we should be up 2 prize cards already. Like, we should have killed the other chat dot and the War Turtle. Also starving. Low key. I have a cup on Saturday I was going to go to, by the way. And that cup, I like looked it up, and it is unironically a best of 3 Swiss into best of 3 cut. And I was just like, and it's a 90-minute drive, and I was like, I'm not doing all that. Like, that's just not happening. 0% chance. There's more RNG for Thorns. I mean, like, this Blastoise is the one we gotta wipe out, but I keep drawing into bad cards, so I'm just like... I mean, this guy needs 1 more energy after this to, like, just blow me up instantly. So we have to win the game before that happens, effectively. Okay, this Chatot should have been dead, like, 6 turns ago. I think also the game ends at turn 30. I could be mistaken. So like if no one wins by turn 30, it's just like a draw and you move on. I don't know what turn we're on, but I mean he's gonna swing for 100 here. The craziest part is if I just had a Servine, I just would be flipping like 1,000,000 coins right now. This guy has 1 card left in deck. Life is not fair. 2 Blastoises. And I'm going to Sabrina the other one up for sure, and then just try to flip some coins. Oh, he's prepared for it. Hand Scope. There's no way someone is playing Hand Scope. What? That's crazy. I mean, I get to heal. I think it's objectively... If he has X speed, I lose. So I think maybe it's just better for me to soak a hit for a turn. Because I have Superior in hand. You don't lose. It's just like it's just like fine to deck out. Like deck out's just deck out, you know? There's no loss condition via deck out. So like playing cards that draw you a ton of cards is very, very good in this game. Now if he's Sabrina's, I'll just give him Snivy and let it die. We finally got a Servine, and then we'll get 10 coins to win the game. No! Dude, please. No, dude. No way, man. I just can't explain it. I just can't explain how unlucky we're getting right now. In the regular TCG, you lose the game. If you can't draw a card for turn Majora, you have lost the game. So there is a win condition based around certain decks that plan on like decking you out completely. We call them mill decks in TCG. But in Pocket, you just keep playing. Just keep swimming, you know? Okay, we got 6 coins and a dream. Okay, all right. We're gonna see half our deck. The bottom 2 cards, if they're superior, I'm in a lot of danger. Okay. It is okay. But a regular TCG deck is 60, and you have a lot of ways to recycle resources versus this game where you just can't do that. Like in this game, you can't really put back any resources, but in we have 12 coins. We need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. We won the game. But in the regular TCG, it's like you have super rods, pal pads, put back energies, put back supporters, put back Pokemon, like put back a lot of stuff. So you don't really often deck out unless there's a strategy that's revolving around the deck out. Bang bang. Celebi deck is kind of broken. I think it's triple S tier right now. I think the only other deck that is on par with it is Mewtwo. Because you get the Sigilyph and you get Mew, which are both really good cards for the deck. And you get Mystical Slab, which is also really good. So I think Mewtwo is really good. I think Pikachu is also okay still. I think it's still tier 1 probably. And I think there's like probably a fire deck out there that's pretty reasonable as well. if you want to put the time and invest into it. Let's collect some of my free coupons. We just cooked them right there. All right, guys, thank you for watching. This is just a test stream, basically, for Osaka. So if you guys are going to be around in 2 days, I will be streaming CL Osaka around 8 p.m.